Thinking and contemplations are very different processes of the mind. Actually, they are quite opposite, quite different. We sometimes misunderstand what is contemplation because we're given a sutra, let's say, a condensate, powerful sentence to contemplate on. Let's say, for example, who are you? Or what is creation? What I am. I am what I am. I am not. All these condensated phrases or sutras are given to the student or to the seeker to contemplate. But it's not to think about them. We need to understand that. Thinking is like navigating on top of the river. You can swim from one side to another one, you can change positions, you can jump from one rock to another one. That is thinking. Contemplation is to dive in the river and to see that preliminary sentence that is spoken or written, and then slowly to go inside, and that sentence, it becomes silent. That sentence, it becomes almost like a surgery to the mind to achieve certain stillness, to achieve certain knowledge that is beyond the spoken, beyond the intellect. Contemplation then, it becomes closer to transmission of the divine through you, or through the sentence, through the sutra, through the mantra, into you, but by not thinking. Because really contemplation means the absence of your mind. It is to understand a sentence or as resonance beyond the world. Then really the whole complete sutra can open to you. Then you can really exercise contemplation. As a matter of fact, many teachings from ancient times, you say, contemplate on this. It means hold that sentence. Think or revisit it, I would say. Instead of think, revisit it by your attention on it. Submerge yourself into it, in that reasoning, in that power that it have, in that riddle. Because most of the time the sutras don't give you just one way of thinking. It puts you in paradox. Must give you a paradox. So with that you increase the depths of your experiences. You increase the depths of your understanding. You transcend the level of the speech. So understand that contemplation have two stages. First is to read the sutra, or the stage of the speech. And in between is that stage of thoughts and feelings. Then when you are listening in that emptiness space, you are more in the space of feelings, in the sense of a higher subtle understanding. So even if sometimes you try to tell others what you have heard, and then it loses of the truth, it loses all the meaning, because others have just received that teachings from the thinking, not from the contemplation part. So that's That's contemplation beyond your mind. Contemplation really quiets the mind. Contemplation begins as soon as you submerge yourself in any word, in any resonance. And that's the beauty of using the mind properly. That you can be in the surface, but really how long can you remain there? How long can you really find some meaning in the surface of the river? All the invitation of the seeker is to understand contemplation, to use contemplation, and to mature contemplation to achieve the absence of thinking, where you are tranquil. That in the moment you contemplate, then you cannot express what you are contemplating. It becomes your own deep experience of your life. That is the value of contemplation. It gives you meaning, it gives you depth, it gives you wisdom, it gives you evolution in the resonance of your own body, of your own feelings, of your own mind. You enter your depths through the words. You enter the depths through the resonance, and then you gradually get lost. You begin to fade, and the resonance of that word, it becomes you. That is basically the principle of using a mantra, for example. The first mantra helps you to bring certain silence. And in the beginning you feel that you're just repeating something. But if you're really applying contemplation to your mantra, or to any word really, because the divine is every word. If we're given the gift of word, it's closer to the divine. All that we speak can be truth. The divine speaks through us. All the words we speak is the divine. So using the contemplation as a movement to go within, it goes very much into your meditation. So you are putting together contemplation, meditation, and self-inquiry. Both are together. Contemplation cannot be taught. You have to have certain predisposition to be subtle and to bring the word into your subtle existence, where you go in, when you dissolve, when you in fact start to end, and the divine start to appear.